Hi, I'm Anne Helmreich, Associate Professor of Art History here at Case Western Reserve University and also Director of the Baker-Nord Center for the Humanities. And for my Worldwide Learning Environment grant, I focused on the course that dealt with the Art of Paul Gauguin, and we worked with two visiting scholars at the University of Edinburgh, so here at the very tippy top, and engaged with them via video conferencing. In art history, we tend to use two different resources in our teaching: the objects themselves and interpretations of those objects, which are found in readings. By having a collaborative relationship with the Cleveland Museum of Art, we have access to the objects. But this grant made us have access to the scholars who provide the context and content in the readings the students have. So we want to consistently make our learning environment an active learning environment, and being able to teach from objects enables us to do that, and to be able to teach with the scholars, with the experts, allows us to add a second component to that active learning environment. What was really wonderful is the two scholars had worked together closely in the past, and before they began, they explained to the students, again in the video conferencing environment, that they didn't necessarily always agree on their interpretation of Paul Gauguin. And then Richard Thompson even shared that an article the students had read that he had written much earlier in his career, that he was beginning to rethink some of the conclusions he had reached in that article. And I think that gave the students the opportunity to see scholarship as dynamic and changing, and an opportunity to contribute to that dialogue. So the students, I think, once the scholars sort of opened up the framework of questions and dialogue, the students then felt that they could contribute to that. And again, I think that's a far different environment than, for example, just a formal presentation that the students passively listen to and then maybe ask questions at the end. Having read the articles by these scholars and then hearing the scholars reflect themselves on things that they might change about their own scholarship, then gave the students a place from which to raise their own questions and bring their own contributions.